What's up, Heat family? It's your boy Ernest here, back with another Miami Heat Talk video. Hope everybody's having a beautiful Tuesday so far, you guys. Sorry I didn't get a video out to y'all yesterday. Had some important matters to touch bases on, but I'm here now, so let's get ready to rock and roll with another Heat Talk video. Before we get started, you guys, I just want to take a moment to thank every single person that basically took a part of the live raffle drawing we did this past Saturday. There was a lot of you in attendance, a lot of you commenting. Wasn't all you 2,000 subscribers, but that's cool. I knew everybody wasn't going to make it, so I want to thank those of you that did. Really meant a lot to me. We had a lot of fun. We had really sparked some great conversations. One thing that I did want to point out is, I don't know if you guys want me to start doing this or not, but I was thinking about start like every Saturday to do like a live video, so that way we can all have an interaction, we can all talk, have a conversation, talk about the week that the Miami Heat had. So that is something I'm looking to do. So let me know if you'd be interested in that, you guys. Now let's get on to important matters. First and foremost, we got a game tomorrow, our very first game of the season. The Miami Heat take on the Detroit Pistons, game 1 of 82. In the 2024 season. Now, with it come a few updates that I want to share with you guys. As we know, we have a few players that are injured. You have Josh Richardson, Jaime Jaquez, RJ Hampton, Hayward Highsmith. A lot of players dealing with injury. We know that Hayward Highsmith is out for now. He's going to be reevaluated next week. He suffered that knee injury one of the final preseason games. So, you know, it was the game that he blew up, the game that I posted the video about him, which is funny. But Hayward Highsmith dealing with an MCL sprain, so we're going to see how that heals. Jaime Jaquez is practicing. He says that he's going to be ready for tomorrow's game. I don't believe it. I think Erik Spoelstra is going to hold him out. Let's see what happens there. Josh Richardson still has not practiced. We haven't gotten any word today. He says that he's day-to-day. I think both Jay Rich and Jaime Jaquez are going to be out tomorrow. There's no need rushing this. We're playing against Detroit. You got Bogdan Bogdanovic out. He's their key scorer. And I think Miami can take it to this Detroit Pistons team. With that said, the Miami Heat cannot take this game lightly. You were 500 last year to teams that were under 500. That sucks. That sucked last season. Miami Heat were beating teams like Boston, Milwaukee, Philadelphia, New York, Cleveland. You were having some great wins against some of the top teams in the Western Conference, but then you would lose to teams like Orlando, Detroit, Chicago, the Lakers when they didn't have LeBron and Anthony Davis that one game. Still kills me to this day. But there was a lot of games that the Heat lost last season that they shouldn't have lost. So games like these, games like tomorrow, must win. You go in there, you crush their spirit. You show them why you are the Eastern Conference champions. Now, with Jaime Jaquez and Josh Richardson possibly out, let's talk a little bit about this lineup. Now, RJ Hampton is out as well. I don't think RJ Hampton is going to provide any quality minutes yet. You're not going to see guys like RJ Hampton, Cole Swider, Jamal Cain, Orlando Robinson play during the season unless there's injury or if these guys really step up. So here's what I think it's going to be tomorrow. Now, of course, this is if Jay Rich and Jaime Jaquez don't play. You're going to see the traditional starting lineup. Kyle Lowry, Tyler Hero, Jimmy Butler, Kevin Love, Bam Adebayo. That's what I feel. You're going to see the old reliable starting lineup come out there. Erik Spoelstra, this is going to be a lineup that he fully trusts. You're playing against Detroit. This is a team that I feel like this lineup will be great with. You got Caleb Martin coming out as your sixth man. Thomas Bryant backing up Bam. You'll also have Duncan Robinson. The fact that Jaime Jaquez and Josh Richardson may be out does cause for maybe some of these young players to step up. I think Spoelstra is going to rely on a 9-man rotation simply because of these injuries. You know, 3 people are out that he's going to give quality minutes to during the season. Josh Richardson, Jaime Jaquez, and Hayward Highsmith. These are 3 guys that I feel like Erik Spoelstra can rely on. The fact that they're not playing, you're going to see who he has faith in coming into it. You don't know if he's going to play Jamal Cain. You don't know if he's going to play RJ Hampton. You don't know if he's going to give Duncan Robinson a lot more minutes. You don't know if he may play Cole Swider. There's a lot of different options. Maybe he might even play Drew Smith. Which, by the way, speaking of Drew Smith, congratulations to Drew Smith, who did end up getting the 14th roster spot by a standard guaranteed contract. Cole Swider was the one that turned into a two-way contract along with RJ Hampton and Jamal Cain. A lot of people may argue that Jamal Cain should have gotten that final roster spot. I'm telling y'all right now, Drew Smith provides something that Gabe Vincent did. Tough defense, good three-point shooting. Drew Smith can be developed and turned into the next Gabe Vincent. A lot of people chuckled when I said that. That's the facts, you guys. You're seeing it from Eric Spoelstra. I fully agree with Eric Spoelstra on this. But I think you're going to see a very standard lineup tomorrow with the Miami Heat. The starting five, Duncan Robinson, Thomas Bryant. You may see a little bit of Nikola Jovic out there. I hope so. That would be amazing. I think Jovic would play perfectly in this system with these players out, especially with against the Detroit Pistons. You can put a guy like Nikola Jovic out there, might get him some confidence. I'd really like to see that out there. But you don't know. You really don't know. That's the great thing about this Miami Heat team. We're deep. You know, when guys are missing time, you can plug in other guys and they can give you quality minutes. I love this Miami Heat team. Now, talking a little bit about the depth, let's talk about the next thing I want to talk about. So Pat Riley did an interview with Sports Illustrated. And man, was it a whopper. He said some things. I'm not going to get too detailed on here. I really want your guys' opinion on it. Pat Riley was basically mentioning things like he didn't want to give up all of his assets for a possible Damian Lillard trade. We know that. The fact that he didn't want to trade for Bradley Beal. We saw Bradley Beal recently come out and say in an interview that Miami Heat was his preferred destination, that he and his agent contacted the Miami Heat to be traded there. I mean, Bradley Beal was giving himself on a silver platter to Pat Riley. And we saw what Phoenix traded for him, not even having to give a first-round pick. Now, we knew why Pat Riley didn't trade for Bradley Beal at the time, because they were going all in for Damian Lillard. But the fact that they didn't get Damian Lillard, and you saw what Phoenix had to give up for Bradley Beal, that's a huge swing and a miss for the Miami Heat. This team with Bradley Beal, had you not had to give up Tyler Hero, it would have been a good one. Now, we know the situation with Bradley Beal, though. We know that he's in a no-trade clause. We know that he's on a long-term contract. So we don't know if the Miami Heat wanted to pay up for a guy that age moving forward, because we already have our contract situation with Jimmy Butler. But as we know, this is win-now mode for this Miami Heat. We have a year or two left of Jimmy Butler in prime mode. So you make the trade now, especially next season with the whole second apron hampering your tax situation, how you can't aggregate trades. It's going to be a lot harder to make a trade. So if you want to improve this roster moving forward this season, a trade is imminent before the February deadline. That's what I think the Miami Heat are trying to do. But Pat Riley said this in the interview. He loves his team where it's at. He loves the fact that we have Kyle Lowry and Kevin Love coming off the bench, saying that these are two guys that other teams don't have. So if you're looking at it on paper, it looks like the Miami Heat is not really looking to trade Kyle Lowry or Kevin Love. So I want to hear from you guys. Do you feel that Pat Riley dropped the ball? Because what Pat Riley is basically saying is that he loves this team where it's at. He said in the interview that what this team needs, it's a 25-point per game scorer. And that Tyler Hero or Bam Adebayo need to step up to that. I agree. So do you guys feel that this team, currently constructed, can do it? Or do you think a trade is imminent? Now, we've talked about this before a lot, you guys. But let's talk about it again. I love this roster. I feel that if Tyler Hero and Bam Adebayo continue to make the leaps that they can make, we'll be fine. If Jimmy Butler activates Hemi mode come playoff time, we'll be fine. If the team stays healthy, which is the most important part, we'll be fine. If Caleb Martin breaks out into the player that we know that he could be this season at 28 years old, the final year of this contract, break out into that player that we saw in the Eastern Conference Finals, while guys like Jimmy Butler, Kyle Lowry, and Kevin Love take rest during the season, Caleb Martin will be called upon. If he answers, we'll be fine. If our role players do the opposite of what they did last season in 2023. Missing the three-point shots. If our role players hit their shots, do what's called upon them, we will be fine. I'm fully confident in this Miami Heat team, you guys, not because I'm biased, not because I'm a Heat fan, because I know that we have the best coach in the NBA, the best playoff performer in the NBA in Jimmy Butler, the best two-way player in the NBA in Bam Adebayo, and a guy who can become the best scorer in the NBA, Tyler Hero. And let's not forget what Caleb Martin can be. If these 5 guys step up to the challenge, everyone else will follow suit. Kyle Lowry and Kevin Love leading the way with their leadership, this team will follow suit. I agree with Pat Riley. Am I nervous? Do I feel like that not making this trade is a risk? Absolutely. But you go with what you know, you go with what you love, and that is this Heat team. Tomorrow night, you guys, game 1 of 82 begins. I'm excited. I'm ready to go. Let me know what you think in the comments. How pumped are you? Don't forget to like this. Don't forget to subscribe. Thank you guys so much for the love and support. And before I go, thank you to everyone who crashed into my YouTube live this past weekend. Unfortunately, I did not hear back from Monty 2K, so that means the winner of the Bam Adebayo pink Miami Vice jersey that you see here is Mr. Nice Kicks, the runner-up. Eddie, congratulations. I've already hit you up on Twitter. We'll hash out the details. But this is yours, my man. The Bam Adebayo pink Miami Vice jersey. Jesus, I almost forgot to mention. Congratulations, my guys. Until the next contest, like I said, when we hit 5,000 subscribers, I will gift away $50 to another contestant for a raffle. Maybe I'll do another raffle if I'm feeling nice. Thank you guys so much. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Until next time, your boy Ernest out. That's enough said. Let's go Heat.